If you want things in your life to change, you need to change things in your life. Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about how to change and also why you either will or won't go through with it. But first, if you're new to my channel, I am Nick Lovin and I help people self-actualize their journey through consciousness. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification, that way you never miss out whenever I post new content. So in my last video, I talked about why you shouldn't try to fix other people and why you definitely shouldn't try to fix yourself. But I left out a very crucial piece of that. You see, there's a difference between fixing yourself, because you're already perfect, whole, and complete. You don't need to be fixed. There's a difference between fixing yourself and changing yourself. You see, change can be a good thing. Change is a natural thing. Look around you. The world, nature, life is constantly changing and evolving and going through this cycle. So in order to grow, you need to change. If you want things in your life to change, you need to change things in your life. Why do people change? Well, it really all comes down to one of two things. Either you're trying to avoid pain, or you're trying to gain pleasure. For instance, let's say going to the gym. At first, it's very painful. When you first start going to the gym, most people don't find any pleasure in it. Your muscles hurt, you're tired, you're sore, you're out of breath, and it just sucks. Everything about it just sucks. So you see that as pain. If you have no pleasure in it, you're not going to keep doing it. So when you set your New Year's resolution to lose 50 pounds or get in shape or go to the gym for a year, and you go get your gym membership, it lasts for, I don't know, maybe a month or two, and usually somewhere around Valentine's Day or around the beginning of March, gyms start seeing a lot less people going. And why is that? Because most of those people that started their New Year's resolution didn't have a pleasurable goal that they were seeking. Nothing real pleasurable. They have this idea of they want to gain muscle or they want to lose fat. But the pleasure of them going home and eating a whole bag of chips and salsa and watching Netflix sounds a lot more pleasurable than going and sweating your ass off and being short of breath and tired and having sore muscles in the morning. But when you switch that, when you find pain in not going to the gym, when you find pain in looking 5-10 years into the future on your current path and seeing yourself getting heavier and heavier or losing more and more muscle and becoming lazier and shorter on breath, and you're unable to go have fun with your kids or grandkids, or go play at the park with your friends. You're not able to keep up with the young crowd anymore. When you start seeing the future like that, and it scares you, you're gonna see a lot more pleasure in avoiding that. You're gonna have a lot more pleasure in going to the gym and avoiding that terrifying future. And you'll start seeing When you start going to the gym more often and you get into the habit and it becomes a habit, then you start seeing the future differently. You start seeing yourself all toned and being able to run further distances and not be short of breath. And you're able to see yourself as sexy. And you find pleasure in that. That is when you see lasting change. It's the same exact thing with, let's say, starting a business. It can be very difficult and tiring and discouraging to start a business and grow a successful business from the ground up. It's a lot easier to work for someone else and get 40 hours a week with a consistent paycheck, or at least close to consistent paycheck. And you know what you're going to be getting week after week, month after month. That way, you know you can pay your bills. You know how much money you'll be able to save, how much money you'll be able to go spend on the weekends, on date nights. And it's just a lot less stressful, and you get to go home and just relax and get up in the morning and go do the same thing over again. You don't have to worry about finding more work because your employers are finding you more work. You don't have to worry about all the stresses that come with starting a business. So that's why majority of people are working for someone else. There's nothing wrong with that. If you love doing that, then by all means, keep doing that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But a lot of people say that they wish they had more money, or they wish they could stop working for someone else and work for themselves, be their own employer. But they never actually take the step because it's hard. People find pain in the unknown. People find pain in working your ass off and not knowing if it's going to get you anywhere. Working long hours and making less than you would working for an employer. They find pleasure in being able to go to work almost mindless, almost like a zombie. Just zone out, listen to your music, do your job, come home, kick back and relax, wake up and do it all over again. That can be very pleasurable because there's no stress, there's no worry. But when you want to change your finances, when you want to change your career and be your own boss, when you actually want to see that change, you're going to have to take the plunge. You're going to have to make a switch in your mind and see, again, 5, 10 years, 40 years in the future. When you're 60, do you really want to look back and say, I'm really glad that I stuck at McDonald's for 40 years and now I'm a manager. Now I can retire with a nice pension. Or do you want to look back and be like, I created a legacy. I created something for my family, for my kids, for my grandkids. And more often than not, people who start their own businesses live longer. They're healthier, mentally, emotionally, physically. They're happier. And, well, they have more money. And they're able to experience more things. So in order to make lasting change, you have to see yourself having your desired outcome, desired future, and find pleasure in that. Feel joy in that. And work toward it. Forget about the pain in the now. I know I say that now is the only time, that the present is now and the past and the future are irrelevant. That's true. But when you want to change and be different in the future, you're going to have to change now. Right now. Each moment is a new moment, and you can decide who you want to be. Just make the switch to that parallel reality. If you want to be in shape, decide that now. Think about the pain of looking at yourself in the future and how disappointed you'd be when you look in the mirror and you don't have your ideal body. Think about the pain of looking at yourself and knowing that you retired working for someone else. Look at the pain of knowing that you didn't make certain changes that would have made your life so much happier, so much more fulfilling. When you find pain and things like that, it's a lot easier to find pleasure in doing the work and going to the gym and starting the business and working on yourself, on your shadow. That way you can become a much better, happier person. It all starts now, and it all begins here. If this video helped you, share this with your friends, and go ahead and give me a comment below. Tell me what you're going to change. Go ahead and drop below that change is easy. Give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and if any of you would like some extra help in making lasting change, go ahead and click the link in the top of the description and schedule your free 30-minute call with me, and we'll just have a simple conversation and decide what it is that you want to achieve and what it is you want to let go of, and we'll go from there. I really look forward to hearing from you all, and until next time, I wish you all a wonderful transcendence. See you on the next video.